I make see again.
Hello, I am Matt from Fitness with Matt, and you are here at another team talk with me. And today we are talking about how to be more active in daily life and how that can kind of benefit your health, fitness and well-being. Just put it all into some context, because there's a lot of misconception and preconception that to be active you have to go to a gym, go to a fitness class, go running, go to a boot camp. And I'm here tonight to maybe make you rethink about how you can be active in other ways and other areas of your life. So, every little helps, okay? So think of what I'm talking about tonight as something possibly to supplement what you're already doing, but maybe it's also a way to get into being more active if maybe a fitness class feels a bit too much too soon. So, anyway. So every little helps, and today I'm talking about N.E.A.T. You'll hear it a lot on the internet with a lot of fitness people. So N.E.A.T stands for Non-Exercise Activity Thermogenesis, which is super fancy for basically energy expended for everything that isn't sleeping, eating or exercise. So it's calories burnt doing everyday activities like climbing stairs, walking, playing with the kids, gardening, standing, fidgeting. These are all N.E.A.T, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And they estimate we burn around 15 to 30% of our calories through this. So we can see how actually it has quite a big impact on our energy expenditure each day, the calories we use each day. And we all know if we want to lose body fat, if we're trying to reduce our body fat, we need to be in a calorie deficit. We need to use more calories than we eat. So it can be a really easy way for you to not spend a lot of money, but to start making progress towards that. Something that is really interesting, and I want to draw your attention to because I found it really interesting when doing my research, is people who did cardio workouts compensated with a reduction in activity post-workout. So what this means is when they did the study, they found people who went to cardio-based fitness classes thought, I don't need to do anything the rest of the day, and actually were less active than people just doing N.E.A.T. So if maybe you're in that mindset that I have done a workout today, I do not need to do anything else. Nah. No, let's rethink that, because as we say, 15 to 30% of our daily calories are burnt through this N.E.A.T, through this kind of like exercise, this activity we do without planning it and thinking about it. So N.E.A.T is a really great way to increase activity for beginners or people who maybe find exercise classes and the gym intimidating right now, but it's also great for complementing the exercise you're already doing. So we all know, and the World Health Organization talk a lot about it, that remaining seated for prolonged periods, a sedentary life, is not good for our health. So what are some examples of things we can do to increase our N.E.A.T? We can spend more time in our garden. We can clean more. We can walk to work. We can stand more whilst we're working. And we can try to fidget more, but that's kind of, I think, a bit taking it too far. If you're like consciously like, I must fidget. This is of course fidgeting. So how can maybe you think about increasing your N.E.A.T? Thinking about that 15 to 30% of calories you burn each day. Well, think about firstly how you get to work or somewhere you visit regularly. Maybe thinking about different modes of transport. You could walk there maybe. Maybe you could cycle. If you get public transport, maybe you get off the bus a stop or two earlier. If you drive, you park further away from where you're going, so you have a little bit of extra walk each day. Another simple way is, rather than taking the escalator or the lift, you take the stairs. It's also right now a lot safer to take the stairs than be in a lift with people. Maybe you spend some more time with your children playing or grandkids playing. You get outside more. Hiking, maybe. Or you could simply go for a walk in the park or round the block where you live. Taking a break from work could be a really good way to increase your N.E.A.T. So each time you get up and make a coffee or in your lunch break, you walk with it. Get a thermos, reusable, environmentally friendly cup and move. If you're on the phone, walk whilst you're on the phone. Just rather than sitting at your desk during your lunch break, if you can't leave your desk, then get up, get outside and get moving. I know people like Nicola Oliver, you do that a lot. Also, another great way, and it's a little bit more involved, but set yourself a step goal on a fitness tracker. Be part of a step count challenge. It just increases your movement, which is brilliant. We all need to move more. My life outside of teaching classes and personal training is sedentary. I am seated a lot of the time planning client sessions, creating social media, stuff like that. So I also have to be conscious about standing up more. And when I can, I do try and stand when I'm working. It's good for my back as well. So here are my top tips. Look at each day and tasks you regularly do, and how can you make them a little bit more active. Maybe if you like to watch TikTok, you pace around the kitchen when you do it. I know it's tenuous, but it gets you moving more. Again, thinking about transportation to work or somewhere you go regularly, think about ways to move more whilst doing that. Look at ways to change daily life to make it more active, but keep it simple. Try 1 or 2 things in a week or in a day. Don't try and do lots of things and big plans. Just start small, make it a habit, and then you won't even realise you're doing it. You won't even think. But also, another top tip, reflect and reevaluate, because you might not enjoy what you decide to try doing. Maybe in the winter you find that gardening is too cold and you'd rather wait for the summer months. Well, try and find something you can do somewhere else to move more. So always reflect and reevaluate, because it's not always going to go right. You're not going to make the first, you're not always going to get it right first time. Finally, you need to think about progression though, especially if you are thinking about walking more. Ways to make it more intense. You could walk faster, and maybe if that's not an option, you could carry a load. So what I mean is you could have a rucksack and you could put a bottle of water in it. That instantly has made it more challenging for your body because it's got the weight of the water. Maybe you carry a bag of apples or oranges in your back. Maybe you go food shopping and then you're going to have heavy food to carry home, stuff like that. Does that make sense? So just trying to progress it by walking faster or further or carrying a load. But the first 2 I gave you about being faster or carrying some kind of weight with you, you don't have to do any more time-wise. You're just making what you already do more intense. So don't use your exercise class as an excuse to do nothing else the rest of the time. I've given you lots of top tips to make your everyday life more active. And if you are a beginner and you're starting to be more active, keep it simple. Make sure you enjoy it, and then when you're ready, maybe come and try a class with me. I would love to see you. And right now, of course, you can do classes online and in person, so there's plenty of opportunities to work within what you feel comfortable with. So, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope this has been inspiring, helpful. Let me know your thoughts in Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm sorry, COVID still kind of affected my brain and my speech. Don't forget you can find me on social media as well. Fitness with Matt on Facebook, Fitness with Matt 1 on Instagram, and don't forget if you're watching me on YouTube to like and subscribe. Have a wonderful week. Let's try and be more active in any way we can. Have an awesome time. Take care, be good, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.
Bitterness full the world today, people lamenting. Everywhere you go, people just they cry.